I'm Richard Southern. Happy Thanksgiving to you. But with COVID-19 restrictions in place across much of the country, it means a lot of us won't be sitting down for a big meal with the extended family this year. And not surprisingly, that has Canada's turkey farmers really feeling the effects. Thanksgiving accounts for 40% of all whole turkey sales in this country. Industry leaders actually saw this coming. They made a decision back in May to cut production of large birds by about 15%. But they're still hoping turkeys will land on Thanksgiving menus across the country, just in smaller quantities.
Well, it's been quite concerning, really. However, what we're hopeful is that people will buy a smaller turkey or a turkey roast or a portion of a turkey and do it on the barbecue. And so we have lots of options in the turkey industry these days. We're hopeful that people will still eat turkey at Thanksgiving.
Brian Ricker from the Turkey Farmers of Ontario estimates growers could be taking an income cut of about 25% this year. It's really been a double whammy for the industry. The pandemic isn't only canceling holiday dinners, it's also resulted in a huge loss of sales to restaurants.
Where a real big problem is in the deli counters, as in the whole full service deli and places like Subway that sell deli meat. That's where we've had to cut production by 17% in Ontario to compensate for that low consumption.
If you did buy a big turkey but had to cancel your big dinner, don't worry. Ricker says that turkey should survive just fine in your freezer for up to a year. There's another big change happening to many Thanksgiving dinners this year. There's a good chance some of the food you're eating may have been growing in your garden or on your balcony.
This is a cucumber.
It appears the pandemic has many of us sprouting a green thumb for the first time. A survey conducted by the Agri-Food Lab at Dalhousie University found that 1 in 5 Canadians started growing food in their own garden this year. And 67% of those new gardeners say the pandemic played a role in that decision.
A lot of people just felt the need to grow things. Of course, we had to cook things. It's a logical continuation from cooking to growing your own food at home.
Why do you think people were doing it? I mean, I'm sure they had more time on their hands, but that wasn't the only reason, right?
No, of course, the whole issue of saving money was a big one. And of course, often when you grow your own products or your own food, you tend to believe that they are safer, and also they taste better as well because they don't come from far away and they're fresher. I think COVID has compelled consumers to want to take ownership of their own food supply chain.
The report found those in BC and in the prairies were most likely to be growing their own food at home. Charles Lebois had an interesting question, though. He wonders if this trend will continue next year when hopefully fewer of us are spending time at home, what with hopefully the pandemic coming to an end. Richard Southern, City News.